Hello, Mother Ann Lee. I'm here to interview you about your religious ideas and formation of the Shaker community. How about you start with telling us about your life before coming to America?
I was born in Manchester, England in 1736 to John Lees, a blacksmith, and my mother, and took leadership of the fledgling Shaker religion which had just separated from the Quakers. It also had influences from the French Camisards.
Did your parents have any influence in your religious ideas?
No, they did not provide me with any type of education because they were so poor, which influenced my religious thinking and allowed for me to form more individually based ideas.
Were you ever married? If so, did your husband agree with your religious ideas?
Yes, I was forcefully married to a man named Abraham Standerin by my father. With him I had 4 kids, but sadly all of them died in infancy. Once we moved to America, we separated.
How did you know you were the second coming of Christ?
I started to receive messages from God that claimed confession and sin are the only true road to salvation. I was filled with these visions that would make me dance and shout the word of God in the street.
Did your dancing and shouting in the street ever lead to punishment or imprisonment?
Yes, I was imprisoned because my public excitement broke the Holy Sabbath, but while I was imprisoned, I had some of my most miraculous visions that led me to believe I was the second coming of Christ.
What did you do once you were released from prison?
Once I was released, I performed a number of miracles. My greatest was healing the sick.
How did you end up in New York? Why did you make the decision to leave England?
I left England and came to America in 1774 to escape the immense persecution I faced in Manchester.
How did you begin the Shaker community in America?
I came over to America with some Shakers already. We settled in northern New York and I began to preach my revelations and visions that gradually attracted more followers and the Shaker community began.
What did you preach in New York?
I preached celibacy and abstinence. As I preached more and my words became well known, more people began to see me as the female form of God.
How did you convert your followers?
While my ideas were considered radical, they were more revolutionary than radical. As I once said, we the Shakers are who turned the world upside down. Even though I died at age 48 at the hands of violent mobs, my followers continued my legacy.
What were the specific ideas the Shakers faced?
While the soldiers in the American Revolution and Civil War went to seek help from Shakers, we declined them because of their violent actions in harming and killing others that went against our ideals of kindness to all. With these beliefs, we wanted to create a utopia within America, which ultimately caused the downfall of our religion because of our lacking in contact with the outside world and the diminishing importance of our ideas in outer society.
What were some highlights of the Shakers' golden age in 1840?
We hit our max followers of 6,000 and had many innovative creations in varied fields, such as the no-kill mousetrap, wood-burning stove, the circular saw, the electrostatic machine, the apple corer, clothespins, condensed milk, and the Shaker lemon pie.
How did you reach this point of having many achievements and a large follower base? What motivated you?
I wanted to prove to people that the second coming was here and to spread the word of God.
How did you deal with the problems that America was facing during this time?
By creating a utopia, we were able to isolate ourselves and maintain a sense of neutrality and not get involved in outside issues.
How were the Shaker ideas and beliefs relevant to the Reformation of America? What impact did they have in society?
The Shakers introduced new ideas and inspired others to form other utopian societies, which were followed by others and gave more light to the ideas of feminism, equality, celibacy, frugality, and pacifism, which spurred further movements in the future of America.
Thank you for your time, Mother Ann Lee. I hope we will be able to continue the Shaker and your legacy further.